Ramayana is a Sanskrit epic poem ascribed to the Hindu sage and Sanskrit poet Valmiki. It is regarded as one of the two great works of Indian literature, along with the Mahabharata. The Ramayana also plays an important role in Hindu literature. It depicts the duties of relationships, portraying ideal characters like the ideal father, the ideal servant, the ideal brother, the ideal wife and the ideal king. The name Ramayana is a Tatpurusha compound of Rama and Ayana, translating to Rama's journey. The Ramayana consists of 24,000 verses in 7 books and 500 cantos and tells the story of Rama, whose wife Sita is abducted by Ravana, the king of Lanka. Incidentally, the first letter of every 1,000 verses make the Gayatri mantra. Thematically, the Ramayana explores human values and the concept of dharma. Verses in the Ramayana are written in a 32-syllable meter called a nistub. The Ramayana was an important influence on later Sanskrit poetry and Hindu life and culture. Like the Mahabharata, the Ramayana is not just a story. It presents the teachings of ancient Hindu sages in narrative allegory, interspersing philosophical and devotional elements. The characters Rama, Sita, Lakshman, Bharata, Hanuman and Ravana are all fundamental to the cultural consciousness of India, Nepal and many Southeast Asian countries such as Thailand and Indonesia. There are other versions of the Ramayana in Indian languages, besides Buddhist and Jain adaptations, and also Cambodian, Indonesian, Filipino, Thai, Lao, Burmese, and Malaysian versions of the tale. Textual history and structure. Traditionally, the Ramayana is attributed to Valmiki. The Hindu tradition is unanimous in its agreement that the poem is the work of a single poet, the sage Valmiki, a contemporary of Rama and a peripheral actor in the drama. The story's original version in Sanskrit is known as Valmiki Ramayana, dating to approximately the 5th to 4th century BC. While it is often viewed as a primarily devotional text, the Vaishnava elements appear to be later accretions, possibly dating to the 2nd century BC or later. The main body of the narrative lacks statements of Rama's divinity, and identifications of Rama with Vishnu are rare and subdued even in the later parts of the text. According to Hindu tradition, and according to the Ramayana itself, the Ramayana belongs to the genre of Itihasa like the Mahabharata. The definition of Itihasa has varied over time, with one definition being that Itihasa is a narrative of past events which includes teachings on the goals of human life. According to Hindu tradition, the Ramayana takes place during a period of time known as Treta Yuga. In its extant form, Valmiki's Ramayana is an epic poem of some 24,000. The text survives in several thousand partial and complete manuscripts, the oldest of which is a palm leaf manuscript found in Nepal and dated to the 11th century CE. A Times of India report dated December 18, 2015 informs about discovery of a 6th century manuscript of Ramayana at the Asiatic Society Library, Kolkata. The Ramayana text has several regional renderings, recensions, and sub-recensions. Textual scholar Robert P. Goldman differentiates two major regional recensions, the northern and the southern. Scholar Romesh Chunder Dutt writes that, the Ramayana, like the Mahabharata, is a growth of centuries, but the main story is more distinctly the creation of one mind. There has been discussion as to whether the first and the last chapters of Valmiki's Ramayana were composed by the original author. Most Hindus still believe they are integral parts of the book, in spite of some style differences and narrative contradictions between these two chapters and the rest of the book. Famous retellings include Kannada poet Kuvempu's Sri Ramayana Darshanam Mahakavya, Nanapithara for Kannada poetry, Sri Ramayana Darshanam, Mahakavya, Gonabudha Reddy's Ramayanam in Telugu, Kabban's Ramavataram in Tamil, Madhavar Kandali's Saptakanda Ramayana in Assamese. Kriti Basojas Kritavaja Ramayana in Bengali, Sarala Das Vilanka Ramayana and Balaram Das Dandi Ramayana both in Odia, Santnath's Bhavath Ramayana in Marathi, Tulsi Das Ramcharitamanas in Awadhi and Thunchethu Eshutha Chands Adhyadma Ramayanam in Malayalam. Some cultural evidence, such as the presence of sati in the Mahabharata but not in the main body of the Ramayana, suggests that the Ramayana predates the Mahabharata. However, the general cultural background of the Ramayana is one of the post-urbanization period of the eastern part of North India and Nepal, while the Mahabharata reflects the Kuru areas west of this, from the Rig Vedic to the late Vedic period. By tradition, the text belongs to the Treta Yuga, second of the four eons of Hindu chronology. Rama is said to have been born in the Treta Yuga to King Dasaratha in the Ikshvaku Vamsa. The names of the characters are all known in late Vedic literature. However, nowhere in the surviving Vedic poetry is there a story similar to the Ramayana of Valmiki. According to the modern academic view, Vishnu, who, according to Balakanda, was incarnated as Rama, first came into prominence with the epics themselves and further during the Puranic period of the later 1st millennium CE. Also, in the epic Mahabharata, there is a version of Ramayana known as Ramopakyana. This version is depicted as a narration to Yudhishthira. There is general consensus that books 2 to 6 form the oldest portion of the epic, while the first and last books are later additions. The author or authors of Balakanda and Ayodhyakanda appear to be familiar with the eastern Gangetic Basin region of northern India and with the Kosala and Magadha region during the period of the 16 Janapadas. Based on the fact that the geographical and geopolitical data accords with what is known about the region, the knowledge of the location of the island of Lanka also lacks detail. Basing his assumption on these features, archaeologist Muktaraj Lal Sankalia has proposed a date of the 4th century BC for the composition of the text. Historian and Indologist Arthur Llewellyn Basham is of the opinion that Rama may have been a minor chief who lived in the 8th or the 7th century BC. The division into 7 kandis is as follows. Characters. Rama is one of the protagonists of the tale. Portrayed as the 7th avatar of the god Vishnu, he is the eldest and favorite son of Dasharatha, the king of Ayodhya, and his chief queen, Kausalya. He is portrayed as the epitome of virtue. Dasharatha is forced by Kaikeyi, one of his wives, to command Rama to relinquish his right to the throne for 14 years and go into exile. He kills the evil demon Ravana, who abducted his wife Sita and later returned to Ayodhya to form an ideal state. Sita is another of the tale's protagonists. She is King Janaka's daughter and Rama's beloved wife. Rama went to Mithila and got a chance to marry her by fracturing the Shiv Dhanush while trying to tie knot to it in a competition organized by King Janaka of Nepal in Dhanusha. The competition was to find the most suitable husband for Sita, and many princes from different states competed to win her. Sita is the avatar of goddess Lakshmi, the consort of Vishnu. Sita is portrayed as the epitome of female purity and virtue. She follows her husband into exile and is abducted by the demon king Ravana. She is imprisoned on the island of Lanka, until Rama rescues her by defeating Ravana. Later, she gives birth to Lava and Kusha. Hanuman is a Vanara belonging to the kingdom of Kishkinda. In some versions, he is portrayed as the 11th avatar of Shiva and an ideal Bhakta of Rama. He is born as the son of Kesari, a Vanara king in Sumeru region, and the goddess Anjana. He plays an important part in locating Sita and in the ensuing battle. He is believed to live until our modern world. Lakshmana, the younger brother of Rama, who chose to go into exile with him. He is the son of King Dasaratha and Queen Sumitra and twin of Shatrughna. Lakshmana is portrayed as an avatar of the Shesha, the Naga associated with the god Vishnu. He spends his time protecting Sita and Rama, during which he fought the demon Sapanaka. He is forced to leave Sita, who was deceived by the demon Maricha into believing that Rama was in trouble. Sita is abducted by Ravana upon him leaving her. He was married to Sita's younger sister Urmila. Ravana, a Rakshasa, is the king of Lanka. He was son of a sage named Vishrawa and a demoness Kekasi. After performing severe penance for 10,000 years, he received a boon from the creator god Brahma. He could henceforth not be killed by gods, demons, or spirits. He is portrayed as a powerful demon king who disturbs the penances of Rishisa. Vishnu incarnates as the human Rama to defeat him, thus circumventing the boon given by Brahma. Jatayu, the son of Aruna and nephew of Garuda, a demigod who has the form of a vulture that tries to rescue Sita from Ravana. Jatayu fought valiantly with Ravana, but as Jatayu was very old, Ravana soon got the better of him. As Rama and Lakshmana chanced upon the stricken and dying Jatayu in their search for Sita, he informs them of the direction in which Ravana had gone. Dasharatha is the king of Ayodhya and the father of Rama. He has 3 queens, Kausalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra, and 3 other sons, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Kaikeyi, Dasharatha's favorite queen, forces him to make his son Bharata crown prince and send Rama into exile. Dasharatha dies heartbroken after Rama goes into exile. Bharata is the son of Dasharatha and Queen Kaikeyi. When he learns that his mother Kaikeyi had forced Rama into exile and caused Dasharatha to die broken-hearted, he storms out of the palace and goes in search of Rama in the forest. When Rama refuses to return from his exile to assume the throne, Bharata obtains Rama's sandals and places them on the throne as a gesture that Rama is the true king. Bharata then rules Ayodhya as the regent of Rama for the next 14 years. He was married to Mandavi. Shatrughna is the son of Dasharatha and his second wife Queen Sumitra. He is the youngest brother of Rama and also the twin brother of Lakshmana. He was married to Shrutakirti. Sugriva, a Vanara king who helped Rama regain Sita from Ravana. He had an agreement with Rama through which Vali, Sugriva's brother and king of Kishkinda, would be killed by Rama in exchange for Sugriva's help in finding Sita. Sugriva ultimately ascends the throne of Kishkinda after the slaying of Vali and fulfills his promise by putting the Vanara forces at Rama's disposal. Indrajit or Meghnada, the eldest son of Ravana who twice defeated Rama and Lakshmana in battle, before succumbing to Lakshmana, an adept of the magical arts. He coupled his supreme fighting skills with various stratagems to inflict heavy losses on the Vanara army before his death. Kumbhakana, a brother of Ravana, famous for his eating and sleeping. He would sleep for months at a time and would be extremely ravenous upon waking up, consuming anything set before him. His monstrous size and loyalty made him an important part of Ravana's army. During the war he decimated the Vanara army before Rama cut off his limbs and head. Sapanaka, Ravana's demoness sister who fell in love with Rama and had the magical power to take any form she wanted. Vibhishana, a younger brother of Ravana. He was against the kidnapping of Sita and joined the forces of Rama when Ravana refused to return her. His intricate knowledge of Lanka was vital in the war and he was crowned king after the fall of Ravana.